This episode on the Bowser Journal, we get our advanced open water certificate. You're probably thinking there's something different about Chuck. What is it? He shaved his mustache. That can only mean one thing: another diving adventure.
We did our advanced open water certification here at Blue Grotto. We've been here before, and you'll get to see Virgil and his buddy. To get our advanced open water certification, first we had to do some online classes and go over different specialties. We were going to do rec as one of our specialties, but the Gulf is 50 degrees right now, so we opted not to do that.
So we had to do 5 skill sets. The first one was a deep dive. We went all the way down to the bottom of this thing, and we'll put in a picture or a video of the cave thing. So this is the Blue Grotto. You do most of your skill set here at the platform at 35 feet. For the open water, you go down what they call Peace Rock. And then, like I said today on this session, because we're doing advanced open water, we get to go all the way down to 100 feet. That's right, 100 feet in a cave, and my wife did it. I was kind of concerned that Barbie was not going to do well with that because she's claustrophobic, and you have to kind of go down to the main cavern area and then go down into the cave. And as soon as we creeped across that open area and looked down, I was like, she's not going to do this.
But I did!
But she did. And we went to the bottom and he showed us some things. We came back up, and then we were going to do a different skill set next, but our instructor said he really wanted us to do peak performance buoyancy, which I'm glad he did because it made a big difference yet that day and also today as well. And then today we did our navigation, underwater navigation. We did a compass, and we navigated a square. We went out 50 feet, came back 50 feet. And then for the final one, we did a deep sea submersible kind of propelling thing. I can't remember what they call it. And it was interesting. It was cool. I don't think I'd ever use one unless we were in heavy current. I was more interested in the fish and the Virgil, and we got lots of footage of Virgil. And then the last one we had to do is we had to do what's called deploying an emergency airbag, where you get it's a red bag that's, you fill there and it pops up to the surface to let people know there's somebody down there. They showed us, because we did this over 2 weekends, so they showed us the previous weekend on how to do it, and then we got underneath the water, and I couldn't remember how he had told us to do it. So what I do, I told you, Mr. Fireman, I tied the clove hitch on it, and I sent mine up to the surface, and then Barbie and I went up and did mine, and then of course, because I did a clove hitch, I had a hard time undoing it to come down, but I did. Got back down, Barbie was doing her, and she got the string wrapped around her finger, and she let that thing go, and of course it went dink.
It was wanting to pull me up.
And it was wanting to pull her up. Well, mine wanted to pull me up too. I was wanting to pull her up, and she couldn't get it off, so the dive instructor got the knife and went. So, good place. Love diving here. I'd highly recommend it. I'd recommend if you do come like try to get here first thing in the morning, because it does get silty unless you're practicing those skill sets. So if you're here just to kind of see the fish and the turtles and stuff, get here, be one of the first people in. And as you can see right now from all the rain we've been getting, it's kind of flooded a little bit, but that's okay because you're going to get wet anyway. So.
And normally this first lower section is wood.
Make sure you follow along with our next journey. We actually have a dive that we filmed before this, but we need to get done, and then we got to do another dive in Cancun. So make sure until next time, you live your own story, because if she can do it, you can do it.